Peace and love, y'all. So I've been wanting to be active, more active on my YouTube channel. I haven't been because of life and, just all the movements and really trying to be present more in my life. I've been on social media a lot less and it's been really beneficial. I've been, waking up with the sun, going to sleep a lot earlier and spending less time on my phone and more time just present and fully really living and enjoying life. I don't know. I just want to give you all an update, and hopefully, this is like the start to maybe weekly videos or possibly, a podcast or a vlog. That's what it's called. But I've been in Colombia since I left Ecuador back at the end of February. So I've been in Colombia March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Wow. So it's been like almost 10 months now since I've been in Colombia. And I traveled around a bit, primarily spent most of my time in Cali, Colombia. I took the bus from Ecuador up north to Cali and, I've gone to a few different places like Medellin, Buenaventura to visit and, spent a lot of time in Cali, but I didn't feel like it was the place for me because I'm always drawn to be in nature, to be surrounded by nature and the trees and, away from the concrete and the constant hustle and bustle that you naturally just feel in the city. So when I was in Cali, like my children came back after, being in the States with their other parent for almost a year. So it was a time of not physically actively parenting my children and tending to their needs all the time. And it was a time to really just go within and focus on me. And it was very healing. The whole time I missed my children and everything, but I really needed that time to myself to kind of reorient and figure out who I am, apart from just being a mother all these years since I was 17. So they came back to me in June and July of this year, and we were united in Cali. And, we spent some time in Cali, but I just could not, you know, catch or really find my equilibrium there because it was just a lot of just work of being in the city and feeling that disconnection and not having community and like living in a house in the city. There's a lot to do in Cali, but it just really did not feed my soul. And I really reached a breaking point where I was like, I can't keep doing this. My mental health was suffering. Everything I did, everything I tried did not work. It was like a temporary fix. So I really knew that I needed a change and just wasn't sure what it was. So in those times when I really need a breakthrough, that's when I turn to my allies like plant medicine. So when I was there, well, take it back. I have a really good friend that's a shaman that I met in Atlanta some years ago. And, sitting with him a lot of times with Changa or DMT really helped me to transform and to go to the next level. So I trained with him to facilitate Changa or DMT. And, and just like how I trained with being able to facilitate combo. And what I found is that being able to have direct access to these medicines and not needing to go somewhere else or find someone has been very potent for myself for when I'm in those times where I need that like push and breakthrough, through the mental and emotional and energetic baggage. And I just need I need a breakthrough. That's when the plant medicines are really just powerful for that. So one day, I just decided like I'm sick and tired of being like sick and tired and being in this state. So I decided to do some changa, which is DMT, which is called the God molecule, and it comes from Mimosa hostilis, which is the mimosa plant. It comes from the bark, and it's a process of synthesizing it and getting out of the bark and making it to the basically DMT crystals that then you can then smoke. So there's also bufo, which is DMT, but that comes from the it comes from a frog. So this day in so it was back in September, beginning of September. I said, all right, I'm doing this today. This is the day. I need to break through this energy. I need clear guidance on what is next and what are the steps that I need to take to get to, the equilibrium and the lifestyle that I seek. And that's always to be in alignment and to live my purpose and to be of service. But I can't do those things if I'm not in alignment and I'm not feeling that peace within myself and that groundedness. So I sat and I did the Changa, the DMT, and it was such a powerful and beautiful experience. It's very visual. There's a lot of fractals and geometry. But in this particular session, I set my intention. I had specific questions and things that I really wanted guidance on and clarity. And it was like talking to God and talking to an aspect of myself. And the guidance came through so strong and powerfully. And the guidance, it was just like, you need to be in nature. You're not made to be in the city. You are a heart-centered being that needs to like sit and reside in that heart center. And the place that it's just more natural and flowing and supportive of that state is to be in nature. And then, after that, I just followed the guidance I got. I found that place and that connection that has been coming up, and I went. We packed up all our bags. At this point, the house I was renting was only for a 3-month lease. And I was coming to the end of those 3 months. So it was like, decision time. It was definitely a fork in the road moment. And we packed up. Basically, we went all the way to the Caribbean coast of Colombia where we are now. And this was like a 24-hour bus ride from Cali to Santa Marta. And then once we hit Santa Marta, we then had to take another bus to get to our final destination. But it was so worth it because look at where I am. This was my breakfast, a really ripe and fresh cantaloupe. This is the view from my bedroom. This is my altar space and all my things over there. This is my bed. This is my massage table, which I do spend a lot of time on because I don't have a couch. So I'm always sitting here doing some work, studying. And then let me just get up and show you my kitchen. So this is my kitchen. Right now it's kind of messy, a lot of stuff on the counters because always creating and doing things. And this is the hammock we love to chill in. But this is my little balcony here, my clothesline. There's a roof up there with a beautiful 360 view. And this is where I live. It's been a journey of traveling for almost 4 years now and not knowing what is next, but trusting in the process. So now I do feel more sense of equilibrium. Back in October, I really got the guidance that I need to continue to pursue my midwifery education. The education doesn't make you a midwife. I really believe that spirit ordains you because A medicine woman is who I've been in this life, and I don't know how many other lives, but I also do want to, immerse myself in the study. So, Indie Birth Midwifery School, I've been following them for many years now, and I seen that they had a new cohort or program starting, and I've really felt the guidance strongly to get into that, but it was $6,000. And the guidance always comes through. I had a very deep guidance to reach out to my community on Facebook to raise the money for the program, which was like almost $6,000. And I started like just fundraising organically on Facebook. I shared my story and that I wanted to enroll in this program, and I was just blown away by the level and amount of support and the people that showed up. And I raised $2,000 within, I want to say, 10 days. And even though the program was almost 6,000, I raised 2,000. And the other guidance was to just write the ladies in the school and tell them my story. And basically, they gave me a scholarship for the rest of the money. So, it's just like you never know how things will work out, but just by following your passion and your purpose and the guidance that you get, and it's about trust and faith. You take one step, the universe take 10 steps towards you. So, this has been my journey of, trust and faith and keep moving forward. So I'm here in Colombia, just walking the path, trusting, definitely don't know all the answers and what is next, but I'm walking in faith. It's definitely, ups and downs and challenges, but it's been so beautiful. Most of the time, I'm in a very high vibrational state, and just so much bliss and gratitude. And then there's moments where there's energies and obstacles that I need to push through and get past. But usually those obstacles are really my own mind and different habitual patterns get caught up in. I just want to show you this iguana right there. I'm looking off my balcony and I see this giant iguana. Beautiful iguana. So yeah, I just want to remind you that, man, and then, in this last retrograde and this full moon, I was just reminded just the power of my consciousness and what I focus on and give my energy to, because I just moved to this new space and it's beautiful, but there were just things that were needing tending to and fixing, and it was just like one thing after the other, one thing after the other, and at the same time I just kept focusing on all of that, and it really just took me to a different state and place where I didn't need to be. And it was just a lesson that I really fully needed to learn and integrate. And, now I'm on the other side of that. I did some combo a few days ago. I think it was the full moon when I did combo, because I really wanted to clear out the mental patterns that I've been in these last few weeks, and that helped me. And then yesterday I did some changa again, just for an added push and more clarity. And it's just always so good for me and to me. And the message was, that it's not about me. It's not about me. It's okay. It's not about me. We can easily focus on the minutia of our lives and get so dialed in and focused that we lose sight of everything else. But it's not about me. It's about service being able to be of service. I'm a student of the Course in Miracles, and one of my favorite quotes that I love is that, like, I will work miracles through you, through your hands. And we're all channels and vessels of the divine, and if we move out of the way, like our own baggage, our shit, our trauma, our stories, our programming, if we can unpack that and heal those wounds, we have the capacity to hold so much more love and light, the light of God that is constantly moving through us, which is sometimes blocked, like I said, through our own shit. But if we can do the healing work and we get to that point where we can be channels for the Most High, for God to work through us, we can fully show up in this world to be of service and to be a healing force in this world. And when I say it's not about me, it's not about all the minute details of my life, but it's about getting to a place of deep alignment where I can be of service, because God will work miracles through you if you let it. So I'm back into that space of deep alignment and a lot of clarity, that to just focus on service. How can I be of service? How can I be more Christ minded? How can I embody that Christ consciousness to be of service, to touch people, to help people heal and lessen their pain and their trauma, so that they can get to that point of being a vessel and channel for the Most High. And when I think about it, it's like a candle. If you have a candle and you light that candle to light other candles, the flame of that candle will not diminish, but it will share and light and bring so much more light to the world. So you are that light. And I'm hoping that something that I've shared and will continue to share will be a light to you that will activate and open up and be a catalyst on your journey. Peace, love, and light. More life.